Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, beautiful people of the world. It's me, Lainey, and I hope you're having a fantasmical day. Today we're doing something fun. Well, I think it's fun. It's gonna probably be a bit of a long video, so strap in. I promise I'm not gonna try to make it long, but I also can't promise that it won't be long. So, here we are. What we're doing today is an original character deep dive. If I've spoken about my original characters before, which I know I have, I think I've even done a deep dive, ignore it. It doesn't exist canonically. I mean, I'm sure a lot of the information's probably legit, but whatever. Anyway, I'm going to be the first person here right now to tell you my characters, their stories. I'm not claiming them to be the most original things ever. If they remind you of other things, great, good. I don't want to hear about it. I absorb a lot of random information from all different places, and I'm not intentionally trying to rip any particular person, creation, thing off. Disclaimer, something. These are just characters that, one day I was bored and I just, made up the design and decided this is generally their story arc, and then I've just fleshed it out over time, and sometimes the things that I'm into at the moment influences, like the designs and whatever, but, there's no direct copying. I don't usually look, for original characters, it's the only time I do not look at references. I mean, I don't look at references always, but I try to look at references when I draw original characters. Not a chance, honey. No references, just my brain spewing things onto paper. So here we are. That's the disclaimer. Thanks for listening. That's the boring part over. Anyway, today we're going to be talking about my original character. Her name is Candy. Or Candace Wolfenden, as you want to call her. Candy is what we're calling her here today. Sometimes I might call her Candace. Irrelevant. But Can. God, I just immediately throw in a new nickname. Anyway, back March 12th, 2010 is when I created this really blobby, crappy anime-looking character with big dumb eyes, and I called them Candy, and I named the other one Roxy, Roxe. I don't know. That's just what it is. My cat just walked into my room, and I don't appreciate this. Loki, I don't appreciate you coming in. Help, Loki. I've fed you dinner. Tangents. These videos are going to be just long, uncut rants like all of my videos. So if you don't like the tangents and getting distracted by outside forces or the occasional cars and motorbikes that go by, I'm sorry. There's not much I can do about that. Anyway, Candy. Can. 2010 is when I first created something that kind of looked like the Candy we have. Alright, fast forward 5 years. Now we're in March 3rd, 2015. I'm sitting in the back of my dad's pizza shop. Don't ask. And I find this scrap paper that has Candy and Roxy on it. It just happens to be the exact same date 5 years later. And I was sitting thinking myself, because I started getting back into art roughly at the end of 2014, and I'm like, I should get me some original characters. And here they are. It's fate. It's the same day, 5 years later. Bada bing, bada boom. I traced a pose onto a piece of printer paper and then used the rough sort of vibe of the designs to create a character, except I didn't. The only thing that I took is that Candy had longer hair and Roxy had shorter hair. I drew them together. They are a set. Candy and Roxy are a set, but I will be talking about them separately in my videos. Why? I don't know. That's just what's happening, I guess. But Candy is great. Anyway, Candy was born to Mike and Christina, Chrissy, no one calls her Chrissy, Chris, like Jenna, but not Wolfenden. He took Mike Man took the wife's last name because why not? His family was famous in town and he didn't want none of that. You know, they're crazy science people and he is kind of a failure in their eyes, but he's a lovely guy, super into building and construction, woodworking genius. But we're not talking about Mike, we're talking about Candy. Anyway, they are their daughters. Now, Christina, Saucy Juicy, she is a demon. What is a demon? That is an excellent question. It is not like, you know, I'm not going to be like, it's so original. It's not. But demons are basically just spicy humans. There's an old legend back in ye times where demons were these creatures with bright red eyes. So now every creature or person that has red eyes is classified as a demon. But basically, they're just people who are born with magic instead of receiving it at a later date like the rest of humans. Humans go through a ceremony when they're about 10 years old to obtain magic if they so choose. But demons, they're born with magic, they're born with a special kind of magic, and then they also gotta go do the ritual magic too to get certain elemental magic. Elemental magic, you need a ritual for. Demon magic is just certain things that you're born with. Alright, we're up to speed? I hope so, because we're gonna keep moving. So, Christina, demon. Mike, not a demon. Would that make Candy a half demon? Ha ha ha, you'd think, but no. That concept doesn't exist. You're either a demon or not a demon. There's no in between. Alright? So, Candy here was born as a demon. But, you know, bada bing, bada boom, things happen. Her body, not super strong, turns out. Her demon magic, kinda strong, not gonna lie. It's a bad time. Her mum is a vampire of sorts. I say. It's a new type of demon and they're trying to figure it out. I haven't thought of all the details, basically. Thanks for listening. So, she's this kind of demon. One of her things is she has intense healing powers. Because of course she does. But she's got the mad fast healing and also kind of explosive tendencies. Like literally her body may combust a little bit. And you know what? It's fine. I mean, it's not. But, you know, it is what it is. But her body cannot handle the magic that she was born with. So it comes to her older sister Lavender's 2 years older, 11th birthday. Candy's 9. Here we are. Candy's 9. Lavi is turning 11. It's her birthday. Everyone's there. It's a party. It's a good time. And then, bada bing, bada boom, no reason, no explanation, Candy's power, but boom, everything explodes. Everyone makes it out safely, except for the dad. He does not die. He's in a coma. You know, like, I'm all for a good dead parent trope in these things, but I try not to use it all the time, because if everyone's parents were dead, then that would just be bad times for everyone involved. Anyway, parents not dead, everyone get out roughly okay. Candy, Lavender, they were sitting next to each other. They kind of got caught in a crossfire. They've got like matching burnt halves. You know, like, they're just like a bit of their arms, just like a little burnt, and it's got some scarring, and it's like pretty noticeable because it's magic, you know. Magic burn just kind of lasts forever. I don't know why that's how it is, but it is how it is. So, Candy, Lavender, matching burns. They're not on the same side, but like if they hugged, the burns would be on the same side, you know, they're like alternating. Does that make sense? Anyway, irrelevant. So yeah, they've got those burns. The dad went in, he's now in a coma. And their great-grandmother, who's a very mysterious woman, she's called the great-grandmother and she is their birth great-grandmother, but she looks like she's 20. And you know, if we ever talk about Flosser, I might explain that. But you know what? We're not talking about Flosser, so I'm not going to explain that. But she comes around, says, alright, I'm going to take Mr. Face, Mr. Mike, and we're going to help heal him because she's one of the greatest healing magicians in the world, alright? That's just how she is. She's lived this long, something's up. So she is the best at healing magic, but because of just the nature of Candy's magic, she cannot figure out a way to heal him, so he's out there in a lab. Not really a lab. It's a hospital room, and they're trying to fix him, but it's hard. It's not easy. And Candy, they have a solution for her too. Obviously, this magic is bad and destructive. Flosser, being the girl boss, ancient witch that she is, finds a girl named Roxy or Roxanne. Her family was super poor and tried to sell her on the black market. Ooh, yikes, big yikes. How yikes? Massive. Alright, ginormous? Why would you do that to your child? I don't know. I created them. Why would I do that to my child? Anyway, Roxy, she was going to be sold to some questionable people. Then Flosser comes in and it's like, you know what? Nah. But plot twist, one of the reasons why they just decided to get rid of her was because they could not handle how sick she was. She was gonna die. She's terminally ill. And you know what? They're too poor to handle all the medical bills. That's just society, man. That's just how it be. Healthcare is semi-free in this fictional world I've created. But they don't have healthcare, so they don't get free nothing. What can you do? Sell your child. That's what they do. Flosser takes Roxy, and what would you know? Roxy in her terminal illness's body is strong enough to withstand Candy's magical demon magic, and because she's under the age of 10, the magic has not fully integrated into her body. Well, actually it's 16, not 10, Everything happens when you're 16. That's the trope, isn't it? But yeah, it takes 16 years for demon magic to fully integrate into your body and settle into its sort of final form. So magically, through the power of being the girl boss, badass magician that Loki, what do you want? Anyway, badass magician that Flosser is, she manages to extract Candy's demon magic and put it into Roxy, and the mass healing things is just completely keeping all of her terminal illness away. And because just the magic is working around the clock to make sure she doesn't die, it's just, it's not as taxing on the body and it's not as strong and powerful as it once was, and they both turn into regular people. But what about the eyes? I know you weren't asking, but the eye thing is important to me. When the demon magic was taken away from Candy, she got green eyes like her father. But Roxy, who originally had dark, almost black eyes, she now has bright red eyes. She's got the demon magic. And because Candy is, well, it's more like a transferring sort of thing. So until the 16 years pass, there's a magical link between the two of them. And when two people are magically linked, the one who is putting in the more power is the one who, well, that's not necessarily true. If you've got a magical link, one of your eyes changes to blue. That's just how it is, If you see people with two colored eyes and one of them's blue, they've probably got a magical connection to someone. But because the red is the most powerful, you can't see it on Roxy, but you see it on Candy. She's got one green, one blue eye. That's why. So that is her. That's how she's going. Somewhere along the time, something went wrong, and because, story tension nonsense, she doesn't remember anything about who she was before times. Why did this happen? No one knows. It was just a side effect, it's nothing mysterious. So she doesn't remember And they find out that if she happens to remember before the transference is fully done, then her demon magic will return like snap, crackle, pop back into her body. Roxy will die because she can't live without the magic, and it's, big drama. So Candy is living with Roxy and good old Flosser up in the mountains. Flosser has like a little potion shack because she's a witch. And what do you mean she's a witch? Alright, people use magic in this world, but not everyone that uses magic is a witch, but everyone that's a witch uses magic. Basically, witches use the power of nature and the world to make things like potions and other things. Can I list them? Not off the top of my head. I need to make a list first. Next week, not next week, the week after, I'll make a video on Lavender, and I'll go further into witches and how they work, because Lavy's a witch. Lavender, Candy's sister, if you've already forgotten. So yeah, Roxy, Candy are there, they're running the store. Candy, just a ball of sunshine, just happy, jumpy, little, she's not the brightest, not that she's dumb. She doesn't pay attention. She's no idea what's going on. She just, smiles and happy all the time. Good times, whatever. Roxy is just that bitch, alright? She's the one who's moodily reading books in like her balcony bird nest, being like, ugh, people, you know the type. But yeah, they're in the potion shop, and I'm sure you might have, been wondering at this point, hey Lainey, what's with the cat ears? She wasn't born with them, alright? Let me get that straight. She was not born with the cat ears. She was messing around in the potion shop, something fell, and a couple of things fell on top of her. She got cat ears, and no one knows exactly the combination that she took to get the cat ears, so they've been trying to figure out how to bring her back to normal, but they're honestly not sure if they can. Candy's fine with it because she's just like, it's cute, whatever. She's a cute little athletic baby. She likes to run around in a field. She likes to go out and collect potion ingredients. She's just a good, cute little bean. She enjoys her little mountain life with Roxy and everyone else. The store has a couple of regulars. Most of them are not of note. Most of them are just, traveling merchants and older people. The only one who's of note is this young lad named Henry. He's really basic, and that's like, that might sound mean, but that's like his like defining character trait, is that he's like so basic. He's just like a really chill, super normal guy, and he just has a massive crush on Candy, because of course he does, maybe I'll get into Henry in another video. I don't know. I've got so many original characters. But it is what it is, alright? So, yeah, Henry has a crush on Candy. Candy's there running the store. It's all good. What is Candy like? Candy likes everything. She's just one of those people. It's just like, I don't think she hates anything. Like, that's like not any, like, if you put food in front of her and be like, it's edible, she'll be like, oh hell yeah, and she'll eat it. She talks faster than me, first of all. I just imagine that she talks faster than I do. That just is how it is. She's met a couple of, people while she's out hunting for potion ingredients, and that's always good. In the current timeline, which is something that whenever I make one of these videos I'll reference, which is kind of like, even though I have the future sort of planned out for these characters, there's kind of like where they are, like right now. So when I say right now has been like the past 7 real life years. Candy in this current life is 19, so they're 10 years through the transference. Another 6 years And when she's 25, then the magical bond will be broken, Roxy will be fully a demon, and the magic will be hers, and then she won't die, and the threat of her dying will be, gone. Good, great, fabulous. That's what we want. That's what we want to see. But, that's not reality at this exact current moment. So, tensions are high. I don't know why I'm just so hyped. Anyway, another thing. It's almost her birthday. I'm sure you heard me mention in the beginning when I said that I created them on the 12th of March, and I just decided, well, obviously that must be both of their birthdays. Even though they're two very different characters, I decided they can both share a birthday. Two people can share a birthday. In this imaginary fake world, the calendar is still the same. So, what isn't? Let's see. I imagine Candy. What else do I imagine Candy? I don't know. I feel like I've talked too fast. I don't even know what I've said anymore. Way? But, yeah, Candy, now that she's 19, she's just been, sitting there wondering to herself more about her family. 'Cause she knows nothing. She's known nothing for a long time. And she wants to know. She wants to know if she has a family, if she's an orphan. She doesn't know. Because obviously no one has told her, because that's just bad for everyone. And I probably should mention that before, the transference and stuff happened, it wasn't just she just kind of just forgot her memory and everyone was just oh no, and did nothing about it. They asked Candy when she was, obviously she was young at the time, but they asked her if it was okay that she lost all of her memories, and she's just yeah, if I can get rid of these powers and save someone's life, sounds good to me. And then they asked the family, and the family is just that's what she wants, and that's what she wants. And, yeah, they didn't just, do it and be oh, no. They were aware that memory loss was a side effect. They were hoping that it wasn't, but it was. But there's always really, really dumb sorts of things like that, gotta drive the plot along. I don't know why I need to drive the plot along. This isn't a comic or anything. I've wanted to make a comic, but it's not for me, babes. It's just not for me. I want it to be for me, but it's not for me. I want it to be so bad. Wouldn't it be cool just to do, I don't care if no one read it. Literally, it would just be cool that it's a thing that I did. But it's too big for my brain. And my brain is small. My brain is very small. But that's okay. It's okay. I'm okay. So yeah. 19. Got red hair. She's got red hair. That's from her mother's side of the family. Her mom has red hair. Isn't that fun? Her grandparents, it's something else too, just saying. On her dad's side of the family, even though he's a bit of a disappointment to them, he just they're not bad people in any sense of the word. They want to be involved in their grandkids' life, but they're also super busy people. They're both professors and scientists, some of the best scientists out there, to be honest. They did get a lot of heat, Mr. and Mrs. Scientist, Porter. Their last name's Porter. I was gonna say the maiden name, but that's not what they call it for men, right? What do you call here's a question of the day. What do you call the name of, the man's maiden name? If the man takes the woman's name? Yeah. What do you call that? Because, maiden name doesn't seem right. it might just be right. Like, why we gotta gender it? But also, it doesn't seem right. You know what I mean? Irrelevant. Irrelevant. It's even more irrelevant than irrelevant. It's irrelevant, alright? Like, geez Louise. I don't even know what I'm saying. Anyway. Loki? Sorry, my cat just, like, I don't know what sound he just made, but he's very cute and fluffy, and I love him, but he's so annoying. I don't know why I'm stalling. There's just, I feel like I should have made a list of things that I wanted to talk about and, like, little things that I wanted to touch on, but I did not make a list. Alright, next time I do this, I'm gonna make a list of things that I want to talk about. Alright, that's gonna be a thing that I do. So I don't have this situation right here where I'm just like, but why? What? Like, I don't want to live this life. I just, I can always talk about the art. So, the two drawings that I've done here today of Candy, Candace, she's, they're not new drawings, but they're just ones that have been sitting in my library for a while, and I'm like, I should really, like, do something with these, because I don't want to just delete videos because the art's not new. That doesn't seem fair to me, who can't be bothered always recording my drawings and often forgets. And also, it's cute art, and it would be a waste not to share it. Like, I think it's cute, but that's just me. So yeah, I just have these two random drawings of Candy, and I did a drawing of Lavender already for the purpose of making one of these OC deep dives, because I was going to start with Lavender, but here we are starting with Candy, my oldest OCs. If I can find any of my original videos where I talk about any of my characters, I'll, like, link it to this video. I'll try to remember to do that, but you know what? We'll have to see, won't we? We really will. Candy's gone through a lot of, like, changes over the years, like physically, aesthetically. She started with hair that was so long it was longer than her butt. She just had, like, a pink hoodie that had, like, a blue hood. She had blue jeans and, like, black Converse. And she had a little necklace with a moon on it. And, like, she had regular ears and cat ears. Which is just not on. Like, that's upsetting to me. It's upsetting to have human ears and cat ears at the same time. I don't know why it is. Like, it's not always, but in this specific drawing it is. But honestly, in the, like, original 2015 drawing I did of them, Candy does not compare in, like, 15-year-old angst as Roxy. Roxy's got, like, a strapless top that laces up on the side. She's one whole arm that's bandaged. She's got, like, little purple boots and, like, a little purple tartan skirt, and she's got, like, thigh highs and, like, a garter belt, and she's got, like, a purple choker with, like, a broken chain on it, and the red eyes and the dark blue. Oh my god. She's something. She's gone through the most aesthetically. Like, I still think she's got, like, that edgy, yeah, I'm that bitch sort of vibe. But, Candy, I just want her to look just sweet and innocent, like Candy. Like Lottes. It just doesn't feel right. Like, yeah, you know what I mean. But that's just because who she is. She's just so, like, unapologetically just innocent and nice. She's one of the few asexual characters that I have, inspired by me, who is also famously on this channel asexual. Back in the day, Candy was always sort of like a representation of me, but she just doesn't feel that way anymore to me. Like, that's what she started off as, but she's drifted away from that, and she's kind of just her own thing. Like, I'd never wear what she wears. I don't feel like I'm just energetic. I don't like going outside and picking plants, and I don't want to like going outside and picking plants. So I'm glad that I in general moved away from the self-insertness of my original characters. Not that there's anything wrong with self-inserts. I just don't want to self-insert myself into my original characters. It's just not for me, babes. Babes. I don't know why I keep calling people babes. You know what it is? I don't know if you've ever seen the channel Mike's Mike, but I've been watching Mike's Mike just religiously. He's Australian. He's amazing. He did a 3-part series on Pretty Little Liars. Love Pretty Little Liars. But just because I've listened to him talk for too long, it's just affecting the way that I speak. Just like to my core. But this happens like all the time, you know? Sorry, I'm getting way off track. Anyway, there is honestly not much more to say at the moment because I can't think of anything else. But you know what? If you have anything that you want to ask about Candy, please ask me. You might not have any questions. You might not care. You probably didn't make it to the end of this video. But you know what? That's okay. That's okay with me. It's okay. It really is. You know, I had a lot of fun making this video. I had a lot of fun ranting and rambling. Next time I'll get my affairs in order, so it won't be so much of just like a complete mess. And yeah, that's what it is. This is my one take deep dive, and this is, I don't know, I guess part 1. And I'm gonna try to upload a character deep dive, not every week, but every second week, because I only upload once a week, and I do want to do other content. But roughly, more or less, you know, if you're not into the character deep dives, that's okay, that's alright. It's not for everyone, you know? I love this sort of content. I love hearing people talk about their original characters. I love hearing people talk about, you know, characters that they are passionate about. But, you know, this is time for my babies to shine. So, if you have any original characters, you know, you should make a video doing a deep dive on them. Because that'd be interesting. Let me know. Let me know if you do that. Because that'd be fun. I don't know. What am I saying? See, this is the part where I've been talking for 32 minutes. And I'm just, I don't know. I have too much energy. I'm way hyped up. I had a Blue Heaven milkshake earlier. If you don't know what Blue Heaven is, it's basically, Blue Heaven is vanilla and raspberry flavoring mixed together. It's just a good time. It's a good vibe. And yeah. Okay, so, anyway. What's I saying? Loki, stop distracting me. He's, obviously you can't see him, but he's pulling on my blanket that I have wrapped on me at the moment. Yes? Oh, you're doing a big stretch, babes. Alright. I need to go. I'm just kind of sitting here now. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to do the YouTube things like, comment, subscribe. You know what they are. Links as always will be in the description down below, so please go and check them out. Question of the day will be, what do you assume about Candy? You know, there's like, that like trend that was going around a while ago where it's like, your assumptions about me. Do that with Candy. What do you think? What sort of personality things do you have? What sort of habits do you think she has? What do you think she likes? What do you think she dislikes? Things that I didn't talk about in this video, which I could have, but didn't, because my brain is just mush. But I wanted to make a video because you know, 2021 was not it for videos for me, and you know what, that's okay. Maybe 22 will be better, but I don't know. Next week will be probably fan art, not gonna lie, probably fan art. I think I have something that is already done that I've drawn and I've probably posted. So here we are. Here we go. Anyway, I hope you all have a phantasmical Tuesday wherever you are in the world. And if it's not Tuesday when you're watching this, I hope you have a fantastic rest of the day. And we'll see you all hopefully next week. Hopefully next week I'll remember to make a video, and hopefully I won't be so hyped up on milkshake. Milk. My alarm just went off. That really threw me off.